Hi there, Dr. Gary here. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. So let's see what chaos we have today. We try to give you information as things break, what's going on a moment-to-moment basis. In this field, things change all the time. Deals change all the time. It's just crazy. But let's talk about what today's topic is. We'll call it last minute, 11th hour chaos. Fortunately, we have great dental attorneys. So anyway, we have a situation. This is kind of dealing with equipment and equipment warranties. We're supposed to go to closing like within 24 hours. And yesterday, the buyer brought in, and some of the details on this are changed, obviously. So the buyer brings in an equipment specialist the second time, saying, well, I want to do a walkthrough in the office before closing, make sure everything's working right. And the buyer had a previous someone looking at the equipment, and they say it's older, but it's functional. The contracts we're reading, the equipment will be in working order in as-is condition. So all of the seller says, it works, I'm working on the equipment, I'm seeing patients, but it's in as-is condition. So the buyer accepted that, seller was happy, but the buyer on the walkthrough brings in a new equipment specialist, who's also a salesperson for equipment. And now you know what happens. The new equipment specialist is trashing all the equipment. Says, forget it. Oh, you got big problems here. Oh, this is not going to last a year. Oh my God, how do you work on this? Your back's going to be killing you. Whoa, this one is not OSHA compliant. We're like, what the frig are you talking about? I mean, we couldn't believe this. So all this information is breaking right now. It's right now. This is the deals. This is what we do day in and day out. We deal with these things and we try to handle chaos. And this is chaos when you're supposed to have a closing coming up. Buyer has all these problems with the equipment on a last minute basis, at the end of the day. We're supposed to go to closing. Fortunately, we have great dental attorneys that are managing this. Fortunately, both of the attorneys have dealt with chaos before, and we deal with chaos all the time. And they sort of know how to handle these things. This is a new one. But the fact is, it's still the same word. It's chaos at the last minute. And I know, again, this reflects that many of you want to say you can do your own closing. You don't need an attorney. And what do they say? Something about buyers saying, the sellers say to me, well, it's not my first rodeo because they've done 4 closings. Whoa, 4 closings. I mean, I'm doing this for almost 13 years, and I'm surprised every day. So here we are. We're in chaos right now. If this gets back to the buyer that they want to, they have a problem with the equipment, buyer has to start, warrantying equipment when we already agreed it's in as-is condition. You had your inspection done already. Nothing's changed in 30 days. All of a sudden, you find everything wrong with it because you have a new inspector. Buyer, even though the buyer can just say, just walk over the seller, just walk away. You, as the buyer, have to say, is this worth it? To complain about all this equipment not working and the deal falls apart, and the amount of money you could have made on day one, you could have been making money. And what is that value of all that, so to speak, equipment that you can't work on, and yet the other doctor's working on it every day, and suddenly you can't work on it because your new appraiser told you the equipment is non-functional? It's like, what the frig are they talking about? So what you have to put value on this. You may lose the deal. This gets back to the seller. Seller doesn't know about this yet.
In half a mile,
seller,
exit right.
Sorry, I'm traveling. So the seller doesn't know about this yet. We're going to try to settle this and sort of insulate the seller from it so the contracts which are already written can be used so we don't have to change the contracts. But I don't know what's going to happen. I do know because I have outstanding dental attorneys that they can manage this chaos because there is threat. There's these road bumps every time, bumps in the road, roadblocks in the road, and we're going to have to manage this one way or the other. I'm confident we can get by this, but I've tried to.
In 0.1 miles, exit right.
I just got to tell you that if we didn't have great, astute attorneys on top of the game, I would really worry about this, big time. I am worried now. Hopefully, this
exit
will
right.
Closing. I apologize for all that Google.
In a quarter of a mile, keep left.
But that's what's going on. And
in 0.1 miles, keep left.
Sorry, I'll keep you posted what's going on. All right. Thank you. Bye.